And welcome back to Ben's Rant Nation. I'm your host, Ben. Please do that like and subscribe thing and comment below if you got something to say. Getting into things. Now, in case you're not up to speed with local politics in St. Joseph County, Indiana, there is this new boy band that formed within the Republican Party. They call themselves R.I.G.S. They wear these stupid bright red hats, trying to kind of mimic the MAGA hat, just so you know that they're the real Republicans. But R.I.G.S. actually stands for Rhinos, Imbeciles, and Gullible Simps. That's what it really means. So, who are these group of people that make up this boy band called R.I.G.S? Well, just as you may thought, some of the most highly productive Republicans in the county. So, of course, you got four of the Rhinos that are currently on the county council. You got Councilwoman Karen, otherwise known as Amy Drake. You got Councilman Joe Thomas. He's the only Rhino who voted with the Democrats to have a radical abortion activist put on the health department, who's now coincidentally in charge of the health department in St. Joseph County. Oh, and we have that weirdo, Jamie O'Brien. He's the guy that's going to try to run for Dan Schatzel's seat this coming election. This dude is like the ultimate establishment hack. He'll like rarely ever comment on anything on social media with his own profile. So he's got all these fake Facebook accounts. Then you got Randy Figg, him along with several of the other council members. They all went on the Stolen Valor Hour. That's Casey Hendrickson's fake news radio show. And they all pretended and lied and said they were trying to get a county employee fired who 1 year ago called for then candidate Trump's assassination. And what really happened was they never tried to get her fired. In fact, they even praised her before she made those comments. See for yourself.
But I really do appreciate you. All in favor of Jen Prawat, say aye. Aye. Thank you, Jen.
Anyone else?
Jen, what I want to say is more for your mother, too, and for you. My first day of job in this county city building, February 1st of 1999, when I met your mom in payroll, she told me I should run for office someday. And I always appreciate that. And it was so nice that her daughter was here that I could work with. So thank you to both of you.
What I love is when I come into that room and I see your big smiling face and your big personality taking up the room. And I hate when I stop by and it's dark in there. And so thank you so much for just helping us and being a friend to me and being a friend to my little boys. It's been a pleasure working with you this year.
It was his vote that decided to keep it. If it wasn't his vote, we would have had a new one. It's that simple.
These people are literally the poster child for establishment hack politics. They stand for nothing conservative. Everything they do is for their own personal self-interest. They could give a damn about any of the people who voted for him. Take, for example, voting to get Dan Schatzel kicked out of the Republican Party. That was a real winner. So let's take the one guy, the one Republican who voted to give police officers a raise. Let's kick him out of the Republican Party. Let's kick out the guy who voted to protect local workers and not let corporations take advantage of a tax abatement to hire foreign workers or even illegal workers. Let's kick out the guy who voted to keep an abortion activist out of the health department. Yeah, that's the Republican who needs to go. Oh, and let's not forget these winners. Yeah, Rudy Yakum. Yeah, that's the guy you might know who voted to remove George Santos from the Republican Party, which resulted in whittling down our majority in Congress to about one or two people. Good job, Rudy. Then you got this lump of shit, Jake Teshka. I used to really like Jake Teshka. For a long time, I thought he was one of the true conservatives. Turns out he's just a piece of shit. He also voted, along with these band of morons, to kick Dan Schatzel out of the Republican Party. And you got Griffin Nate. He also works for Rudy Yakum's Socialist Chief of Staff. Yeah, look that one up. And let's not forget Mr. Stolen Valor himself. Casey, I almost got sent to Benghazi, Hendrickson. You know, there's just one problem. When you get together, you form a little boy band, you make these fake red hats, so you can pretend that you're part of the Republican movement. But there are two things you can't hide from. You can't hide from the internet, and you can't hide from your voting record. You f***ing morons. So, I don't know who you guys think you're trying to fool with these red hats, trying to make people think that you're actually part of the America First movement, when in all actuality, once people dive into your voting records, you're more aligned with Commie Men Donnie in New York City. Just like that, I rest my case. And as always, stay informed, folks.